Harry. I was with Harry yesterday. We're in Pennsylvania. Playing ball. I didn't even know if my son was going to walk up to me.
Good. Oh, he does now.
But how's he doing? Overall, good. All good stuff. Good.
How you doing?
Good stuff. Good. I know, man. My wife was in the city.
Is that why you got away from me?
She said we got to close. You know, my wife's not exactly easy, so she's the opposite director about 10 miles. She's saying a half hour a day of going each way. He's a great guy. Jersey boy. That's where all my classes are.
15, 12, and 9.
Yeah, that's why they keep all our poli-sci kids. They're like, get away from the main campus. You guys stay over here.
He has more kids than we can count on our hands.
Nine.
You're like that. So,
He is. He's Midland Park's a lot less than mine.
so my parents are all farmers. I guess where they got married. So,
Your wife?
Yeah.
18 grandchildren, 13 great.
His oldest child is in his 60s, is he
so
not?
we're roughly
We're good friends, Scott.
How do you wait? You're 60 and you're not I know you said that.
20.
That's insane, by the way. Connor,
Get away from that.
Introduce Dorothy from New Jersey. Well,
Yeah, we introduced ourselves, absolutely.
okay, you guys can come up. Hey, Martha, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Hello. What happened? No, because I had I had a meeting at 12.
You guys want to come in? You want to say hi? You're opening, right? Yeah, you're opening, right? Hey, guys.
Short way, how are you?
What's going on? I haven't seen you guys. Everyone can get up in the shot together and show the front up there. Yo,
How are you?
yeah, I'll get a picture with you after.
Are you going to introduce him, or should I? You do it. Just to say, it's been our
Hey,
honor.
Okay.
All right.
who else is here? This is,
Guys, we can all get up.
Does the commissioner want to say anything? Is the woman from the? Is she not speaking? No, everyone speak. Okay, so I'm acknowledging her.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, is the backup going?
When you guys are ready, and Harry, you're gonna open, Mayor.
you want to grab a mic?
No, you could just speak. You could just, yeah, they'll catch you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm honored. I'm the mayor, and I'm proud to represent our congressman from the 5th District, Josh Gottheimer. It's an honor, believe me. I have known him since 8 years now. He's good friends with my son, who was the mayor up in Vernon. He's a great man, and I'm very proud to represent him here today. And I have to tell you a quick story. This congressman put me on a committee. I'm honored to interview kids that want to go to the military academies. And believe me, I was only a private in the Marine Corps. I sit with generals and colonels. Thanks to this man, I sit on that committee. Thank you, sir.
No, you do a great job too. It's unbelievable.
you.
Yeah, I said we should weep for the future. And thank you so much, Harry. Thank you so much. I think we're gonna lead in the pledge, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You mind leading us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Commissioner Marte is from Bergen County, is gonna be joining us next. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you've got, by the way, make sure you recognize Councilman Pete here. We've got an amazing councilman. Councilman Pete is here.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to address the very real impact that the proposed changes will have on our senior community. Imagine a scenario where seniors suddenly face reduced access to the critical financial support provided by the Social Security. With cuts to this program, many seniors could see a decrease in their monthly income, a lifeline that many depends on a basic living expense. Without this steady support, seniors may struggle to cover essential costs like housing, food, and utilities. The planned cuts to Medicare and Medicaid add another layer of difficulty. Many seniors rely on Medicare for essential health care services, from routine doctor's visits to emergency treatments. Reduction in Medicare funding, could lead to a higher out-of-pocket cost, making it harder for seniors to afford necessary treatments and medications. Similarly, cuts to Medicaid would impact those who depend on it for more comprehensive health care support, potentially having them without access to a critical service and prescription medication. Here in Bergen County, where a significant number of our community members depend on these programs, the consequences will be even more severe. The local healthcare infrastructure could become strained, and seniors may find themselves facing increased isolation and financial instability. For many, those changes mean not just a reduction in benefits, but a deterioration in their quality of life, further isolating a population that already given so much to our community. So these are the abstract ideas, or political. These are not abstract ideas or political talking points. They represent the very real daily challenges that our seniors will have to confront if these changes are implemented. It is crucial that we understand and acknowledge these impacts, not only in the terms of policy, but in the human lives that will be affected. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you. First, I do want to thank again our mayor. Mayor Shortway has been a good friend of mine now for, it's actually 10 years. I think actually almost 11. So time flies, so thank you so much for what you do. And you've been, I think, mayor the entire time. How long have you been mayor for? 10 years, so I think the whole entire time. And when your son was the mayor too, we had two Shortways as mayors in the state, and you felt it in the state every day. Commissioner Pete, Councilman Pete, thank you so much for your friendship over the years and your leadership. I want to thank Commissioner Marte for his very important words and leadership in the county. He's joined by Commissioner Ortiz, also a phenomenal leader, especially on issues related to seniors and helping seniors and children and our families. And I want to thank Dorothy Sanders, who is from New Jersey Advocates for Aging Well, who is a great leader in our state, focused on making sure that we take care of people who've always looked out for us. I want to thank law enforcement here as well. Thank you for your leadership and service. We're all very grateful. Thanks for protecting us. I always say that Jersey values are about getting the backs of our seniors and most vulnerable, the same way Northwest Bergen County Senior Activity Center here in Midland Park does each and every day, right? Looking out for people, running incredible programs here, and taking care of countless seniors in this community who rely on federal investments to access care at senior centers just like this one. In fact, more than 20% of Bergen County residents are seniors. It's the largest population of those over 60 in the entire state live in Bergen County, right? It's a very big deal why these issues matter so much and they affect so many people. It's why I'm here. Right now, the administration, unfortunately in Washington, is creating chaos that's targeting our seniors and our families and small businesses and others. And I'm for problem solving, not for chaos. Just last week, the administration announced that they are shutting down 47 Social Security field offices around the country, right? Which will cause severe delays to senior checks, those registering for Social Security, and benefits, or if there are issues with benefits. We have 2 of these offices in my district, in Hackensack and Newton, and we have no idea what the plan is, if they're going to get to stay open or if they're going to close. And these are places that really help so many seniors every day, and you can imagine how many people are calling our office right now deeply concerned about their Social Security and what's the impact going to be on them. You know, you've got extremists in Washington who are pushing through a new budget that will gut Medicaid and Medicare, putting critical services for our seniors and families in danger. It's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm sounding the alarm on the disastrous impact Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security cuts would have on our families and on our seniors, and what I'm doing to protect them, and actions I'm going to take and announce today, because we must stop this disastrous assault on Jersey seniors. Just a few weeks ago, I voted against this extremist resolution because I was very concerned of the impact it would have on Medicaid, on Medicare, and on Social Security. The numbers were very clear of the impact, and the budget office, Congressional Budget Office, came out and said, here's the cuts that will have to happen to seniors who rely on Medicaid, on Medicare. And what happens is when you have a senior, if you're a senior and you live in a senior home, in a senior facility, as you probably know, you rely on Medicaid. That's what pays for, often for most, pays for your stay in your senior nursing home or senior care center. And if Medicaid gets gutted, right, that means that seniors will no longer have those resources to stay in these nursing care facilities. Where will they go? What will happen to them? Many of us are very, very worried about it. It's why we're sounding the alarm. This budget will inflict severe cuts to Medicaid and strip seniors and families access to also essential life-saving medicine, hospital care, dental services, and as I said, nursing or home-based health care. The Congressional Budget Office reported to Congress last week that under that budget, I want to say this again because I think it's really important, under that budget, they can't reach the cuts they want to do without gutting Medicaid and Medicare, without affecting CHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program, and ripping away health care from millions of Americans, including many here in our state. So we're going to fight back, which is what we're doing. To be clear, the budget has a huge, disastrous impact on hardworking families in New Jersey. In our district, nearly 90,000 people rely on Medicaid programs through New Jersey Family Care for affordable quality health care, for nursing homes and senior care. 30,000 children in northern New Jersey, in my district also, as part of that, rely on support. 1.7 million across our state. Seniors across New Jersey rely on Medicaid for dental and hospice services, while many, including those with disabilities, rely on assistance to get by each day from Medicaid. Across Jersey, it's more than a third of all children and 40% of all adults with disabilities, right? And 60% of those who live in nursing homes will suddenly have a huge impact on the services they get. As of 2022, 1.7 million across our state also rely on Medicare to receive critical health care. That will also be affected, as the Congressional Budget Office reported. That's 140,000 people in northern New Jersey in my district alone. Look, I'm all for making government more efficient. I've been focused since I got to Congress on making government more efficient. I've got legislation like year in and year out focused on cutting unnecessary red tape and getting rid of outdated policies that don't make any sense anymore. But I'm not for chaos. I'm not for haphazardly hacking away at our most essential benefits that will hurt our seniors, that will hurt our families, that will hurt our children. This mismanagement causes massive outages and actually ends up costing us more money. If you shut down a place like this because they don't have the resources, are affected, what will happen? What happens in our community? What will our mayor do? What will our council members do? What about not just in this town, but across our state? What do we do to help our seniors? Because we're going to have to step up and do something about it. It's why we've got to stop it from happening in the first place. It's why I'm here. The administration knows that if they do this, they're going to screw over our seniors and families with this chaos. I'm urging them to please, we have to reverse course here. It makes absolutely no sense to go ahead with this and hurt our families and our seniors. The Social Security Administration's acting commissioner said that all these Social Security workers that are going to get fired, right, you're talking about 7,000, they're, quote, not experts. And they're going to make mistakes because the people they're going to get rid of, these people they call it, you're affecting the experts that they need, right? So you're suddenly going to get rid of all of these people who we need, who provide care when you have a problem with your Social Security check, when you need help, when something doesn't make sense, when you get short, if you don't get the money you needed. And, this is one of these things that I know, listen, Elon Musk says that they're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to make mistakes at the cost of our seniors? To me, that is not a mistake that any of us can afford to make, that nobody can make. Our seniors are on fixed income, so many of them, that literally can't afford mistakes that Elon Musk is talking about. They can't afford it. What will they do? There's no room for an error in their monthly budgets to pay for food and clothing, mortgage and rent, or life-saving medicine. Even a slight delay caused by this chaos could be devastating. Where will they go if the Social Security office closes? What if they don't get their payments? Nearly a third of all seniors in Jersey rely on Social Security to get by every month. Nearly 1/3. The administration cannot gut support for our seniors and those who depend on them. Imagine working your whole life and contributing to your retirement, paying your bills, only to have that cut away from you. So right now, that's what is on the table. For too many seniors, they're trying to make that a reality right now. That's not efficiency. That's just cold-hearted. Despite the devastating impact these cuts will have, the damage that can occur, they're planning to go ahead. Let me explain one other thing. If you are a cop, a retired cop, a teacher, a professional firefighter, we passed last year in a bipartisan way, I was very involved in this, Social Security Fairness Act, which said that you will get... Oh, wait 1 second, sorry. Fire, yeah. Oh, wait 1 second. Tell me if it's 3 seconds. Boy, 1 sec for you guys. Everyone okay? I want to make sure you guys all out of the way. They're okay? Okay, good. What I was saying is if you get, that's the third cycle, I think. What I was saying is last year we passed a piece of legislation called the Bipartisan Social Security Fairness Act, which said that if you are a retired cop or firefighter or teacher, a retired public servant, that for years they'd been getting hosed and not getting their full Social Security benefits. We fixed this. But all these people are now signing up to get processed. If you close all the Social Security offices and fire all these Social Security workers, these public workers, cops, retired cops and firefighters, won't get what they've earned and what they deserve. So here's the next big vote is this week on a continuing resolution to fund the government, where extremists are even trying to twist the knife and jam through reckless cuts that will fire VA workers and strip away critical support for veterans exposed to toxic cancer-causing burn pits and Agent Orange and other toxic substances. I helped lead this bipartisan legislation called the PACT Act to make sure we take care of those who are exposed, our veterans who gave us so much and protected this flag. Now we're going to hurt them? This doesn't make any sense. It's chaotic, it is completely unnecessary, and it's going to hurt people we care about. So what I'm asking is for everybody to sound that alarm you heard. That's part of the alarm we heard for our country right now. Sounding the alarm of the devastating assault on our seniors and announcing new steps as part of my senior security strategy to fight back and stand up for Jersey seniors. It's why I'm here today. It's why we're all standing here together today. First, I'm all for making government more efficient, but not chaotic cuts with no review, strategy, or plan, as I said. Strategy, not stupidity, and certainly not drastic cuts that will crush our seniors. That's why I'm introducing new legislation, the Keeping Our Field Offices Open Act, to suspend the closure of all Social Security offices. The legislation requires a detailed report to Congress before the administration shuts these down, explaining why they're shutting a particular office down, explaining why they need to shut it down, and what impact it's going to actually have on our seniors in that particular community. If they're coming after Hackensack next, right, or Newton next, I'm deeply worried about that, and I want to understand what's the plan to take care of our seniors if that happens, or if you cut and fire more people. We work closely with these Social Security offices to help our seniors every single day in my team, to sign up for Social Security, to help with missing benefits, and the like. We've helped more than 1,290 5th District seniors access their earned Social Security checks in just the last couple years. That's in the last 2 years alone. And overall, I've clawed back more than $1.5 million for our seniors and Social Security benefits that they earned that they didn't get. Second, I'm sending a report to I'm sending a report to House Speaker Mike Johnson today, and I'll hand these reports out, right, outlining the devastating impact the cuts of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid will have on New Jersey families. The numbers, the actual impact of numbers, of cutting the Social Security offices, of gutting Medicare and Medicaid, of hurting Social Security. So this report I'm putting out today, I want to show it to you, I want to share it to you, I'm sending it to the Speaker, so he understands the actual impact on New Jersey, right? These are people. These are real people who are getting hurt, real seniors who are getting hurt, real children who are getting hurt, real families that will get hurt if they go ahead and gut these programs. Third, we can't allow DOJ to take and collect these Social Security numbers and data. Like, you could be again for more efficiency, but taking away seniors' data and their personal information, grabbing their health and their financial and private information of our citizens is totally unacceptable. Just this weekend, they're now collecting data on child support. You know, you don't collect data, private personal data, on our citizens, and I want to know what are they doing with all this information they're collecting. I think people have a right to know and understand and have transparency. We wouldn't allow that in Jersey to start collecting random data on people. We shouldn't allow that in Washington, because, you know, these things could be up for abuse. Finally, I'll never stop fighting, just like the people behind me will never stop fighting to ensure our most vulnerable can access Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security benefits they need and deserve. That's why I'm proud to sponsor the Connecting Caregivers to Medicare Act to require CMS to expand access to Medicare for family caregivers. The caregivers deserve to have help too. We've supported linking seniors to needed Legal Services Act because, by the way, as you probably know, with the Social Security Administration and others, if seniors sometimes need help to make sure they get what they deserve and get the critical care they deserve and the information, and to stop fraudsters and hucksters from coming after them, which is what we've also been fighting for years. The bipartisan legislation, the Senior Investor Protection Grant Program, supports agencies to make sure seniors aren't getting ripped off. I will finish with this because the alarms are sounding. The bottom line is, rather than cutting red tape, we cannot allow this administration to cut critical lifelines that seniors rely on here in Jersey. We can't allow this vote to happen that would gut Social Security, gut Medicare, gut Medicaid, and hurt our seniors. We're not going to allow them to hurt our families, to hurt our children. We're going to fight back and protect our Jersey values and make sure centers like this can remain open, to care for our seniors, to look out for those who've always looked out for us. In the greatest country in the world, that's the least we can do. And when we work together and stop stuff like this is just about practical stuff. This is not partisan. It's about practical stuff to make sure that our best days